Hey guys, welcome back to Bytesector. Today's episode isn't a review, it's not news, it's kind of a wander down nostalgia lane. This weekend I was digging around in my closet and I actually found a PlayStation Portable, a PSP. For those of you who don't know what the PSP was, it preceded the PlayStation Vita. It came out in 2004. It was designed to put Nintendo's handheld gaming platform to shame, and it did everything but, I think. This unit was purchased by Bytesector way back in 2004. Actually, 2005, I guess, since it launched in 2005 in North America. It was used heavily in gaming reviews for Bytesector back when we were a web publication. I kind of dug it out of the closet. I was kind of curious to see if it would work still and show it off to you guys. See what technology looked like at the height of 2004. So, we'll get some glam footage, but certainly this is what it looked like. It was a 4.3-inch display. It had a D-pad. It had the analog joystick built on. It had your 4 buttons that you're very familiar with for PlayStation. On top, we had our left and right clickers. You had a USB mini at the top here, which was great at the time. An IR blaster, so you could actually use this for remote control purposes with IR devices. On the bottom, we've got power, a headphone jack that we'll get into it, but allowed you to use the included headphones and associated control pod. On one side here, you push a button, you've got your battery compartment. Obviously the battery's not in there right now. On the other side, one of Sony's many failings throughout the years, there are 2 in this device alone, is the memory stick slots, the memory stick Pro Duo. In fact, a 256 meg SD card looking memory stick, but it was proprietary and Sony had the licensing rights. So, that was there. And then on the top, one of 2 ways to play games on the PSP was using something called the UMD, or the Universal Media Disc. It looked like this. You could see through the back, the clear plastic back. If I had to say what it reminded me of, it looks very much like a mini disc, but not in the traditional square form factor. They made it unique so that they could call it something different than mini disc. So it just pops in there like that, and I put it in backwards like that, and you close the hatch. The battery was not in the unit, thankfully. It has blown up like a balloon. It doesn't even fit in the battery compartment anymore. I should probably safely dispose of that. Another story, another time. Before we dive in, what do I have in here? We have, oh gosh, that's a game we reviewed. I don't even know why. Neopet's Pet Adventures. That's right. When Bytesector reviewed games, we reviewed all the games, not just the AAA titles. So let's plug this thing in, see if it can run on power from an outlet without having a battery. One of the other things before I power this on, this unit also had Wi-Fi, specifically 802.11b, which was 11 megabit Wi-Fi, which was pretty crap by all standards today. It was one of the first usable Wi-Fi standards back in the mid-2000s. So you could either buy UMD discs for games, or you could download games using Wi-Fi from the PlayStation Network and store them on your Memory Stick Duo memory card. So anyways, we're going to try powering this thing on, and you get to see, if, as soon as I do, whether it actually will turn on. We have a green light. Some memory seeking over here. I don't know if you can see that there, but the screen is on. And it's in German and asking me to fill out a date. This console, we'll just quickly go through the spec sheet. It sported a 333 megahertz MIPS processor, 32 megabytes of RAM. Again, it relied on the Memory Stick Duo or Memory Stick Pro Duo and the UMD for storage. It was a 480 by 272 pixel display, 24-bit color, a 30 to 17 ratio TFT LCD. It had stereo speakers, which was awesome, Bluetooth, USB, and again, like I said, it worked on the PlayStation Network, which is pretty amazing. I see it's already kind of auto-loaded our game. You'll notice along the bottom here we have our start button, our select button, quick shortcut for music, I'm guessing. On this side, home, volume controls. As you can see, the PSP used the very popular home screen that Sony pushed out, the, what is it, the XMB? And they used this on the PlayStation 3. It got tons of design awards. It made it into the PSP. It landed on Sony TVs. Kind of used everywhere at the time. So you got your settings, your photos, your music, 209 megs free on the memory stick. Videos, if you wanted to play videos, you could load them up on the memory stick. Game, so you have, it's pretty much looking like a PS3 on the interface in your hands. Internet browser, RSS, internet radio. Whew. Remote play. See, it's registered with somebody's PS3 there. And then obviously the PlayStation Network and the PS Store. I don't even know if you could sign on today. But yeah, piece of nostalgia for us. While we wait for that to load, you'll notice on the back here, property of Bytesector. That was so none of our reviewers got it confused with their own personal devices. Not bad graphics for 2004. I mean, I hate to say there are a lot of indie games today that have graphics that are the same or worse than this. You could push hold, and that actually locked all the buttons. This was great if you were carrying it in your pocket and you were playing music or something. One problem there, fatal flaw, is if you take it out of hold, you got to be careful, otherwise you'll turn the device off. Quick resume though. That's the PlayStation Portable, guys. Well, there you have it. PlayStation Portable, dug out of the attic as it were. Still works. Irrelevant in today's market, both for portable gaming and gaming in general. Never went anywhere. There was no PSP2, PSP3. The PS Vita was an attempt to reinvent the PlayStation Portable. It's a good timepiece, but UMD went nowhere. Memory Stick Duo went nowhere. I don't know what more there is to say. If you guys like this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell to let us know that you like it and you get notified the next time we release a video. If you didn't like it, give us a thumbs down, tell us why you didn't like it. Maybe you thought it was irrelevant in today's society, maybe nostalgia pieces just aren't for you. But whatever the reason, tell us why so that we know what to make for you in the future. Talk to you later.